Yo, guys, welcome. Hope everyone's good. Okay, let's share this screen really quickly. But yeah, hope everyone's good. Hope everyone's had a good start to the day. See what we can do in the US session. One sec, guys. Yeah, guys, if you just join in, let's see who's here. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's go. Yes, guys, welcome. Hope everyone's good. Let's see who's here, guys. Welcome all. Yeah, we'll get straight into it in a second, guys. Let's have a quick look at the news. Let me just quickly share the link. Right, sound. We're good. Yeah, so today we've got some pound news first. You know, at 2:15, and then after that, we've not got much. So we're good on that one. So yeah, we've got some 3 PM news. Like I said, same as yesterday, really, on Wednesday. Nate, how's it going? Paul, welcome, mate. Good to see you. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, I took a long trade on gold. I took a long trade on gold down here. Took partials at this level, and then it went and hit break even. And then I took partials though. Quite high risk on these combines, to be fair. But as I've just mentioned in the Discord community, guys, I'd like to see a little pullback here, to be honest with you. You know, if gold can pull back, that'd be much better. You know, I'd like to see a little pullback, and then I can continue this push higher. Will, how's it going, mate? Good to see you, William. Nice one. Good to see you. But yeah, a decent little pullback here. Something like this. And then I can start looking for longs on gold. If anybody wants me to have a look at any other pairs, let me know. But I'd like to see a little pullback. And then I can start looking for long. I'd rather look for longs here into these targets than where we are now. But maybe I can take some sells. I don't know. See if I can take some pullback sells. What's this 30 hourly? Hourly could close nice on Nasdaq for some pullbacks, depending at this level. You know, we're coming into a level, we've taken some liquidity. I'll see how the hourly closes. I might take some little half risk hourly sells on my combine on Nasdaq. Like I said, I'm only trading combines at all-time highs here on gold, guys. I'll be back on the instant accounts if we pull. You know, if we can get that pullback, I'll trade my 450k of instant accounts. But I've got these combines that I'm trading as well, so some fresh combines that I need to get on with. Yeah, Humor, how's it going, mate? Good to see you, bro. Welcome. Yeah, I need to get on with them. Like I said, they're almost at the rebuild, like halfway through. Like, pointless me even having them if I don't use them. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I might just take some half-risk Nasdaq sells. If I can get that closure on the hourly. I'll start with like a one lot. Just try and sell it into these lows. Like I said, guys, this is only because I'm on combines here. It is a valid half-risk trade. Not the most high probability entry. It's still valid. But like I say, it is going to be at low risk on combines. Yeah, guys, how's it going? Drop a like if you're just tuning in as well. Welcome to the stream. Drop a like, drop a comment if you're new. Subscribe, hit the like button. Appreciate you all. Let's see who's here. Let's have a see how this opens. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a... You know, I'm going to give this a little bit of time. Give it a minute or so. Then I'm going to look to put a sell in on this candle. I'm actually going to be looking to take sells here on Nasdaq down into like some of this structure to the downside. Like I say, guys, understand I'm taking this on combines. It's a risky entry. But I'm going to put a 2-lot sell in here. 2-lot stop sell. Couple of ticks underneath. I might have quite a big stop loss on this as well. Might put my stop loss up here because it's on a combine. I'm not really too fussed. But this is just a half risk hourly sell on Nasdaq. Rejected the level. It's taken liquidity. You know, I think, like I say, trading it into this level here is quite clean. There's not many laws to trade into, but like I say, it is a combine. I like to take valid trades with these, and I like to take trades with combines that are valid, but I can just quickly get the 3k for the day and be done. But like I say, it could go against you. We'll see. But yeah, there's nothing on gold for me here, guys. Just letting everyone know, the reason I'm not even looking at gold is because we've smashed all these highs. We're at all-time highs now. On gold, I need a little pullback, and then the push higher. Then when I get a pullback on gold, I can start looking for trades. So I'm just watching Nasdaq to see if this can flip down and start pushing lower, just for a little pullback entry. Is there no top wick on that? On NQ? On the hourly, on this chart? See, I like these sells down. You know, even an execution where I am now, and then take it down. But I don't market execute, unfortunately. Gold is scaring me. Yeah, with gold, just stay patient. Really, there's nothing on gold here. There's nothing on gold here. It's at all-time highs. It's taken all targets. That's why I'm focused on Nasdaq. Just looking for a pullback. To be honest with you guys, I wouldn't really take this on my instant with the lack of targets. I'm just taking this on a combine. It is valid, but there's not too many targets other than this level to trade into. So that's why I'm on combines, and that's why I'm not on my instant accounts on gold either, because gold's at all-time highs. Like I say, you know, if you've got accounts like Expresses, instant accounts that are doing really well, like for me, for example, my instant accounts are up quite good and in very good shape for this month. Like I say, I've recently had a payout on them. I'm up like another 2% on them. I don't need to force positions on them today. Gold's at all-time highs. I can just, you know, focus on these combines that I've like got 2 weeks left on until they renew again. They literally renewed, and I didn't know about it like a few weeks ago. But yeah, I'm going to keep this in for now. This is why I use stop orders as well. You know, anyone market executing sells down here, look at the drawdown they're in. That's why I prevent this drawdown. If this can flip bearish, I'll take some sells. But if it doesn't, I'm not in the trade. Yeah, if you got any questions as well, guys, drop it in the comments if you got any questions. 23,461 midpoint not tagged. Yeah, I'm not too sure what you mean, bro. Like I said, I don't trade midpoints and stuff. It doesn't need to do anything, to be honest with you, man. I'm going to be very honest with you. It doesn't. The market doesn't need to do anything. And that's why I'm as emotionless as possible to the markets. You know, when you start saying it needs to do this, it needs to do that, you start getting emotionally attached to it. If this flips bearish, perfect, I'm in the trade. I'll manage it how I manage every position. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, so what? Yeah, I mean, if it flips, it flips. That'd be nice. I'd like it to flip on this 15, to be honest with you. I'd probably manage it as soon as it comes into these lows. That's the only really target I do have. But it is an hourly half risk entry. So I'm open to letting it run a little bit. You know, if it starts pushing back above this level, I'll just cancel. So simple as that. But yeah, you like I say, I do like this to have a little pullback after this hourly closure, but I'm not. You know, a lot of people will look at this hourly closure, like retail traders, and say, "Oh, it has to push down," so they start selling instantly. It has to push down, they sell. Has to push down, it sells. And what does price do? Price just does this, bang, straight into drawdown. They blow their account. But what do I do on the other hand? Well, I've got a sell stop in. If it flips bearish, perfect, I'm in the trade. I'm not attached to the trade. I don't care what it does. It could be a loss. It could be a win. I don't care. It's just another trade. I'm not trying to guess that it's going to flip bearish. I'm going to let it hit my sell stop, and if it does, I'm in. How many tuning in right now? We've got 35 tuning in. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Like I say, if you're just tuning in, guys, let's see who's here. Drop a like on the video and say hi in the chat. Let's see who's here. If you've got any questions, always feel free to put them in the chat. And if you want me to check out any other pairs, let me do it. Let me know. Let me know which other pairs you want me to check out. Yeah, gold, guys, for those who trade gold, who come to the streams for gold, gold's at all-time highs. And I've already caught some longs on gold today. Like I say, I did take quite a big risk on this. It was a half risk long trade. But yeah, gold's already hit targets. I got out after a trailed stop loss, but yeah, gold smashed these targets. I just need a little pullback. You know, a little pullback on gold. Then I can start looking for entries again. That's why I'm focused on NQ here. How's everyone's day been anyway, guys? Profit, loss, break even, let me know. Has anyone taken many trades? Especially on gold, did anybody take anything? This push up. Had a decent breakout there. Nice breakout and push. Let's have a look. I'm going to keep this in, guys, only until the 15-minute closes, just because I want to give it a little bit of time to start showing some rejection. You know, if it does start pushing into this level, I'll cancel it. But because it's an hourly impulse entry, I just want to give it a little bit more time. Okay, if the 15-minute closes like this, I'll just cancel it. How long will you keep that stop in? Yeah, I'll probably just keep it in for another 3 or 4 minutes, mate. But like I say, I'm keeping it open because it's on a combine. Like I say, I do take valid entries on combines, of course, only valid entries to the plan, to the playbook. But like I say, I'm happy to use bigger size. I'm happy to be a bit more lenient. If I don't have too many targets, I'll just take them. I tried shorting after a fake out, but got stopped out. Now I'm in long. Okay, nice. Like I say, if that's your plan, good work. Good work. Like I say, I don't really trade. I trade breakouts. I don't really trade fake outs unless it's like a half risk trade, but we'll see. Gold doesn't want to stop going. Yeah, gold's on fire. Yeah, there's nothing for me to do on gold, to be fair. I need a pullback, so that's why I'm on here. Nasdaq. pullback on gold would be nice. Look, even just to somewhere like here. You know, if gold can pull back to this little part, or this little level, then I've got targets up here to trade into. Right now, there's just no targets. That's why I can't trade on gold right now. But I can trade on Nasdaq because I've got a decent entry and it's taken, and I've got targets. Joe, yeah. Rav, what's up, Matt? Let's have a look at this NQ really quickly. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to break out here, to be fair. It doesn't look like it's going to start flipping bearish anyway. Let's have a look at these questions. Sorry, guys. Let's have a look at these questions. I trade breakouts too, but the 15-minute gave a fake out on the Asian high. Oh, yeah, nice. I actually took some kind of fake out, 30-minute fake out here on gold today. That's where I got my win from here. I got my win from here. Yeah, Nasdaq's not doing much. What's the reason for the excessive push? There's quite a few things, mate. You know, you've got some Trump news that came out about Venezuela and stuff. Just like economic uncertainty, kind of. Just a safer asset. And to be honest with you, look at the chart on gold. It's been bullish for weeks, well, months and months. Okay, it's very, very bullish. Okay, it's just continuing its uptrend, and obviously economic uncertainty as well is making it push and push and push. Yeah, I'm gonna delete this order in a minute. Let's have a look at what. Oh, Sahan, how's it going, mate? Good to see you, mate. Your brother. Oh, most watched head. Yeah, how's it going, mate? Welcome. Good to see you tuning into the YouTube. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, Sahan, good to see you too, mate. At the gym, nothing on gold. Yeah, guys, if you're a gold trader, stay patient. If you only trade gold, this isn't a place where you should be looking for entries. You want to be waiting for a pullback. For me personally, as a gold trader, I'm personally waiting for a pullback. Because that pullback will give me liquidity at both sides, or targets at both sides to trade into. Simple as that. Like I said, I can't really do much here on gold. That's why I'm focused on NQ. Joe, please stay on live for 3 to 4 hours. You might increase your... Nah, mate, I don't do 3 to 4 hours on YouTube live for free. Guys, like, I've got the Discord mentorship to look after, and I've got I do a lot of stuff with them. You know, we're active in there. We're trading in there. We've got the Zooms in there. There's a lot to do. Like I say, I do YouTube live for like an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours per day. But that's the YouTube live, like 4 hours. Unfortunately, right now, with all the with the community and stuff and content for them and questions that I need to answer for them, I can't do that. Maybe I'll do like a 2 hours 30-minute session, but like I say, I don't really like to trade constantly for too long, staring at the screen as well. It's not really good for anybody. I'm good. How are you? Very good, mate. Very, very good. I've got an order in here on Nasdaq, but it doesn't look like it's going to flip. So I'm gonna delete this order in a minute. Maybe wait for the buys. Maybe wait for the buys. Yeah, buys might be nice. Stopped out and done for the day. Sharon, make sure, like I say, if you've taken 2 valid trades and you've been stopped out, you know, just come back again and follow your plan. Like I say, I don't know what your plan is, but it's super key to just stick to your rules and stick to valid trades, okay? Stick to valid trades. Yo, what's up? Good to see you, mate. Upinder, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome. What's Goldie doing? Let's have a look at gold really quickly. Yeah, gold's taken that all-time high and now stalling a little bit. I'll wait for New York session opening. Yeah, in about an hour and 15. Yeah, you can get some good volume. But the problem is you've got news at 3 o'clock. Be careful. We have got news at 3 o'clock, guys. So if you are trading the US Open, you've got a very short window to catch a position. Okay, you've got a very small window to catch a position. Yeah, I've not really been on today. There's been some great entries, to be fair. There has been. I caught these longs here. Do you know, can you see these profits here? $670 on 2 accounts. I caught this trade. Nice long position. People don't understand that trading is about probabilities and not secret strategies. Yeah, exactly. DK, you're right, but you still need a profitable strategy. What you need is a profitable plan, okay? And then you need to execute that profitable plan, okay? It's all good saying, I trade this, I trade that, but then you don't execute the plan. So yeah, you are right to an extent there, mate, yeah. Here comes the midpoint. Alright. Alright. Do you trade on TradingView? Yeah, I do my analysis on TradingView, and then I will do my execution on my prop firms like TopStepX or Top One Futures on Project X, yeah. Do you think we might see a reversal on gold in the New York session? Potentially, mate. We have taken liquidity. We have taken highs, look. Right? We have taken these highs here on gold. So we could start seeing a reversal. You need to understand that any retail traders going long up here, thinking that gold's just going to continue higher, well, look at that. They've taken a loss and they're in drawdown. That's why I stayed out of gold, and that's why I said I'm waiting for a pullback. Because it's inevitable that at some point gold's going to have a little pullback, and it's going to create new targets I can trade into. Up here, there's nothing to trade into. There's no reason for gold to push higher here. Anybody who's gone long here, well, they're in drawdown, they've taken a loss. Alright? Simple as that. So yeah. And then on Nasdaq, I mean, we're in this range. Something like that for now. Yeah, that's right. Head. That's right, mate. Yeah, you can use MT5 and then just this to do your analysis. That's absolutely fine. That's what I do. You know, I just use TradingView to do my analysis, and then I'll use like these to execute. That's right. Oh, you was in a meeting? Yeah, it was super clean. It was a nice entry, was that? That was the entry today that I got. No, I didn't. I didn't ever do like meme coins and stuff. No, I'm not a meme coin trader. I trade crypto, like long-term holding crypto, but I don't like day trade crypto. I don't day trade crypto with like leverage and stuff. I think the thing with the meme coin, that hype, You know, when you start hearing about it on TikTok and stuff, that's when you should stop. So if you did make money on meme coins, when you started seeing it on TikTok and stuff, you needed to get out. It wasn't a thing to get more involved in. I feel like, yeah, for sure. It depends as well. Like for me, guys, remember, I used to work from 7 o'clock in the morning till like 4 o'clock at night. When I was in that stage of learning to trade and trying to get profitability, I was working from 7 in the morning till like 4, 5 at night sometimes. So I had to use my phone. I was in a factory. I couldn't use a computer. I couldn't use anything. I had to use my phone. So I simply used to just find levels and set alerts. And it worked. It worked for me. You can make it work. Whatever you do, whatever job you have, you can make it work. You know, I don't care if you've got a 12-hour shift, you can still make it work. It's just don't have excuses and just find a way to make it happen. Simple. But mate, more people lose for sure on that. If gold can close bullish here on the 15, I'd be open to some buys just based off this breakout of this range, rejection of the level. It'd be like kind of like a half risk entry within this like super tiny range, but it is valid. Just starting to get profitable, 8 a.m. to 4. Yeah, you do similar hours to what I used to work, mate. I used to work in a factory. I literally had to go on my phone. Like, I used to have to go hide and go on my phone, set alerts. At the end of the day, mate, I just knew what I wanted to do, and I just didn't have excuses. It's just as simple as that. I mean, a lot of people are so easy to give excuses. Oh, I can't do this because of work. You can. You can. Like, I had a job where you literally couldn't go on your phone at work, and I made it work. So you definitely can. In the nicest way possible, you can. Oh. Same as me, but I'm hiding so no one can see me. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And I used to do the same. Like I say, like I used to just set alerts. Like, for example, if I have this range here, at work, I'd set an alert here and I'd set an alert here. And when they go off, I'd just go and, you know, hide somewhere or just trade when I could. And find my entry. And if I could, and sort of like use a bigger stop loss as well. Like I say, guys, I just made it work. You know, it's not about catching every position. You know, catch a couple of positions at work in the week, maybe a few positions after. That's it. That's all you need. Yeah, I remember them days, head mate. I remember them days. I remember them days. Gotta do what you gotta do at the end of the day. How many are tuning in right now, guys? Welcome, everybody. We've got 41 tuning into the stream. Welcome all. Like I say, if you're new to the YouTube channel, guys, make sure you drop a subscribe. I go live on YouTube every single day for about 1.5 to 2 hours. So drop a comment if you're new, or if you're not, like I say hi. Any questions are welcome. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this 15 to close here on gold. Let's have a look at gold here. Yeah, we've got that pullback. Potentially an entry on this next closure. I'm only taking it on combines, by the way. I'm only taking it on combines. Just want to see how this 15 closes, really. Even if I can just capitalize on like a 30-tick push into them highs. That's decent. I stick to 1 to 2 trades a day. That works better, especially if you work full time. Definitely. 1 to 2 trades is all you need a day. You know, 1 to 2 trades a day, and you only actually need 1 to 2 trades or 1 to 2 decent trades a week to make a good week. You know, even on Monday and Tuesday, if you catch like 3 to 4 wins, that could be a good week if you just stop there. Guys, let me know in the chat. Is most people working full time and learning to trade? Because I was literally just understand I was there like 2.5, 3 years ago. Okay. Just, you know, just keep pushing. Keep going for it. My goal is to get another 2 funded accounts active and use the income from all. Yeah, nice. Good stuff. Let's see how this 5 is closing too. Okay. Yeah, this could be a nice little scalp on gold. Just that little push into them all-time highs again. See how this 15 closes. Toric. Nice. Good. Yeah, that's it. To be honest with you, if I went back 3 years ago when I was learning to trade, you know, my job probably wasn't the best to learn to trade with, because I literally, you know, if I got caught on my phone, you know, it's one of them where you get a warning and then you could get sacked and stuff. So it probably wasn't the best. It probably wasn't the best job for me at the time, but I mean, I'd probably get something more flexible with trading. But it doesn't mean that I didn't make it work. Still made it work. That's the thing. Oh, Neve, you're laughing. You get the full morning off. That's great. Yeah, I want to catch these little longs here. I want to catch these longs into these highs if it closes bullish. Yeah, so you can just trade the full London. What time do you start work, Neve? What time do you actually start? I usually take a trade at work, then take when I get home. Yeah, 100%. Like, if you can just split your day up, you know, I'm watching the charts for an hour, 2 hours at work. Then I'm watching the charts for an hour, 2 hours at home. That's all you need. Like I say, you need 1 to 2 trades a day. 1 to 2 good trades a week even. You know? Yeah, bottom wick, I'm going to look to take longs here. Just on a combine, by the way, guys. I'll probably just risk this profit that I've got. You know, if I risk $700, how many tick stop would that be on 2 contracts? Like 35? Yeah, maybe just like 15 micros. See if I can get this to push even higher. I don't want to risk all my profits on this account. You know, I still trade good risk management with these accounts. I over risk more, but I do risk more, but I still, you know, don't risk everything. Not the strongest claw. Oh, yeah, not bad. Yeah, I'm going to look to get long on here in a second. Just for a little stop buy of 15. And I am going to use... I'm putting a buy stop here on gold. And I'm going to use a little bit bigger of a stop loss because it's on a combine. And all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to risk these profits. So my stop loss will be at like negative $660, if that makes sense. And then if this flips bullish, nice one. So yeah, this, like I say, guys, this is a bit of a risky trade, but that's why I'm on combines for now. I'm just going to see if I can catch that little pop higher into them highs for like, you know, 20, 30 ticks. If it starts breaking this green candle low, I'll cancel again, unfortunately. Portal 12:30. Curious of whether I should be trying. Not bad. I mean, would you be happy to trade after work at that time? Yeah, would you be happy to take... How would you feel? Because you're literally finishing work and the Asian session's opening, and that can actually be a good time to trade. You know, you could do a couple of hours then and a couple of hours when you wake up. So you've actually got a really, really good shift pattern there, to be honest with you. That's very good for trading. You know, you don't really need to trade the... you know, you don't really need to trade the London session. You could just trade the Asia and US, if that works out for you. Yeah, guys, I'm just going to be risking the 660 that I made on gold before. See if I can get a little pop higher into them highs. You know, if it flips, gives me like 30, 40 ticks, that'll be nice. If not, it's all good. I'll be break even on the day. Right now, I'm still at the point of using 0.1, 0.2 each trade. So the profit ain't massive. Oh, are you trading personal, Head? Are you trading personal, Head, or are you trading prop firms? Trying very hard to learn to trade and find a way that works for me. Yeah, keep it simple, Dawn. Keep it simple. You know, a lot of people overcomplicate trading. Just keep it as simple as possible, and it will help for sure. Like I say, I keep my trading as simple as possible. I don't overcomplicate it. There's no need to overcomplicate it. That's actually flipped. So I'm going to put the buy stop there. It flipped on this candle. Work from home, luckily. Yeah, that's good. Working from home's good. 10k funded. Nice. Nice. Yeah, guys, this is like a little risky half risk kind of position on my combines. Like I say, I'm not trading gold on my instant until I get a deeper pullback, and then I can start finding some good entries, but it's a valid trade to try and take me into all-time highs again, if it wants to push. And like I say, I'm only risking the profits that I made on a trade down here before, so I'm in this trade. Stops are going to be at $650, where my initial profit was, and then I'm going to be looking for pushes into them highs. So yeah, this is the trade that I'm in. See if it wants to push. Like I say, risky trade, being at all-time highs. I do understand that, but like I say, I don't mind it. Like I say, it's not a trade that I'd be taking on instant accounts or expresses or anything. It's just a combine trade. Understand that it is a higher risk position, please, for me. I'll take some off there. Partials will be at that little level there. Looking to run this higher. All right. Yeah, this candle's pushed this candle here has pushed a lot nicer than the futures chart, to be honest with you. That's what I don't like about it. What's Nasdaq doing? Let's have a look at Nasdaq. Yeah, Nasdaq. Oh, Nasdaq's pushing down now. Look at that. See the flip. Look at the flip of the owl is actually flipped now. Working from home's so good for trading. Yeah, look at that. 5 minute pushed very nicely. I'm going to add on the flip of this candle another like 3. If it flips bullish, then I'll be in more. Then I'll have my profit target up here. Make this stop a little bit bigger for now. And if it pushes all the way down there, I don't want to be in the trade. See if I can carry that momentum up on gold. What are them candles? People actually use that. Yeah, I'll see how this 15 closes. 15 doesn't close bearish. Guys, we're back in 30 seconds. Just go and get some more water, okay? Yeah, what I'll do is I'll cancel the 5 minute entry if it doesn't flip, which it doesn't like it's gonna. I'm gonna delete that. Yeah, I'd expect this 15 to start flipping bullish, especially how the 15 closed on gold. And if it doesn't, it's just kind of unlucky if it hasn't taken them highs. Let me check the chat really quickly, guys. Get back on the chat. Yeah, this is more of a risky entry on a combine, guys, just because I'm not trading my instants with gold being at all-time highs. My goal is to get a 50k instant account and use the profits going to a live. Yeah, good stuff, man. Great. That's a good plan. That's a good plan. Yeah, if that 5 doesn't flip in a minute, I'll just take off half here. Oh. Yeah, I'll take off 5 there. I'm just going to cut the position down a little bit. Just because this 15 isn't flipping, really. I don't want to get caught in a big trade. I'd rather just cut a little bit off here, around break even. And then, like I say, let the rest run. So, yeah. Look at that 5. That 5 doing nothing. I'd like the 15 to flip. I'll give the 15 that 6 minutes to flip. If it doesn't flip, I'll just cut it. How do you find targets when going into all-time highs? I'll just target literally all-time high. Yeah, I'll literally just target all-time high there. Yeah, I don't really like it too much. The 15-minute closure is what I did like, but it's not really pushing too much. And like I say, it's not a trade that I take on like instants or express accounts. It's simply just a combine trade. But we'll see. We'll see. It's still got time to play out. Still got time. You know, you're literally at break even now. So if you are in this, like I said, this is your time to manage it. I'm personally staying in it because it's a combine trade. I'm even going to risk off this low here. So if it pushes down there, I'm happy to be out. All right. But yeah, I'm going to see how this 15 closes anyway. If this 15 doesn't close bullish, I'll cut it where it is. It's got like 4 minutes left. That's the thing as well. Look at this. This is flipping bullish on the Owanda chart, which should have been, you know, this is my entry really. And then the futures is down like, what's that, like 5 ticks? So it's a bit unfortunate that the charts are out because I'd be in profit now on this trade. Look at that. It's at break even on the futures. But here it's up like, how many ticks? Like 5 ticks. I know it's not much, but... Like I say, we'll see how I'll see how the 15 closes. If the 15 doesn't close bullish, I'll just cut it. Probably will start pushing though. Okay, Goldie, give us some push now, man. Give us a little push now. Yeah, I'll give it, like I said, I'm going to give this 2 minutes now. Probably just cut this in a minute. It's not flipping. Literally got a minute and a half of this 15-minute candle. And it's just not pushing bullish. Yeah, I'm just going to trail my stop loss to basically around here, negative 180, which is like negative 15 ticks or something. Just because this 15's closing, I'm happy to be out there. I'm happy to be out there. Yeah, I'm not bothered about being out there. That's fine. What is the 30 doing? Yeah, 30's not doing out either. That was a 15-minute entry, to be fair, based on the 15 closure here. Valid. It is a valid trade. You know, it is within this little range. So that is the sort of area that I'd be looking to target, which is all-time highs. It's just a 20-tick push, and it just didn't go to push all-time highs. Good management overall, though. Yeah, good management. Trying very hard to learn to trade. That's the problem as well. Another thing, Dawn, is have like a rule, but keep the rules simple as possible. So if you're finding it difficult to learn a strategy, it's probably because you're trying to overcomplicate it too much. The best thing that you can do is keep it simple. Have a few rules that you trade and just stick to that, okay? Let's have a look at Nasdaq. See, Nasdaq's doing nothing as well. It's just ranging. Yeah, $410 up. So that trade, I lost like what? $220? $220 or something? Not bad. Good risk management, to be fair. Would be more drawdown now. Let's have a look at NQ. Yeah, guys, if you've got any questions, please do let me know. But I'm probably just gonna see what gold does here. You know, try that long was nice. Don't get me wrong. It came down. It tagged these levels down here. Look, resistance tagged it, but there was just no momentum to push it higher. You know, my first sort of management point there would have been 20 ticks. It almost hit it, so it was valid. The only problem is at these highs, it can get very, very choppy. So getting basically like negative 200 there is absolutely fine. What I'd like to see on gold more of, you know, even that 15 closure was bearish. I'd like to see gold pull back a little bit more. You know, create a range down here, and then I can buy into them highs on impulse entries, you know. Yeah, within this range, it's getting a little, it could, within this actual all-time high, it could get a little bit more choppy. And that's what you're starting to see now. So, it was worth it on a combine. I would never take that on, I'd never take that on an instant or like an express or a live account. Up here. I wouldn't trade gold up here on them. You know, I'd wait for a little pullback. And then trade a range down here. Alright. Yeah, guys, has anybody got any questions about anything? Because, like I said, gold at all-time highs here. I'm gonna wait till I get that pullback. Might jump on a Zoom with the community in an hour or so, if we get that pullback. If we get that pullback. Also, guys, if you want a top 1 instant funded account, the link is in the chat. Like I said, there's 55% off with that code JTC. Okay? There's 55% off with the JTC code. So if you do want one, the link's in the chat. And you can get 50% off your JTC with that code JTC. I don't know how long the instant account's going to be on for, but we'll see. Yeah, if you're still in the trade, I mean, there's your push that you're getting now. That's the thing, if you're still in, you've got a chance to manage the position. So just manage. You know, if you want, you've got a chance to manage there. I cut it like negative, like here. So very small loss, but yeah. But yeah, guys, I'm going to head off. There's not much to really do here on gold and Nasdaq. On gold, I'm going to wait for a pullback. I won't be buying above this range here. You know, the only place I could have bought from is below because there's targets. You know, if I close above here, I'm not buying into nothing. So I'm going to wait for that pullback. When I get that pullback, I'll be then looking to trade into my targets above or my targets below. Okay? But yeah, guys, I'll be, like I said, I'm back on tomorrow for another stream. Just stay patient here on gold. All-time highs, it's getting choppy. I tried a little long. I've had 2 trades today on these combines. I've taken 2 trades. 1 small loss. 1 nice win. So overall, and that is what you need. Okay, another thing, that's what's super important with trading. I've taken 1 loss, 1 win, and I'm up $800 across 2 accounts. That is what's key, okay? You know, small wins, cut them when you see them not going, when you don't see them going your way. And big wins, okay? Let your trades run to profit, okay? That's what's key, okay? So, I'm going to head off. There's no point in sitting here for like another 30, 40 minutes waiting for gold to pull back. We have got news in an hour or 2, so that could be enough for the pullback. So, trade safe, guys. See you in the next one. Anybody in the community, I might jump on a Zoom in 30 to 40 minutes when we do get that pullback, okay? So yeah, trade safe, guys.